Alright.
Welcome to another Spotlight. 5 questions in 5 minutes with Introduce Yourself.
Subby 412, SUBBY on everything.
SUBBY.
Yes, sir.
Subby. Alright, so we like to ask who you are, not just your name. Give us a little bit of background about who you are.
Pittsburgh, born and raised. Haven't even left the state, you know what I mean? Just making music, came out of Woodland Hills and played baseball all my life. Tried out sports, didn't really want to go to college, wasn't my thing. Started making music, I'm going on 2 years strong now. 2 years strong making music, and it's only up from here.
What would you say your sound is?
My sound.
Or what type of artist are you, if that's
Well, I'm definitely rap. I try to get melodic. I have two styles. I'm very underground boom bap, and I can hop on a club beat easily. I'm very catchy. I'll catch your eye easily.
And can you go a little in depth about music, your connection to music? It doesn't have to so much be your career, but when was the moment that you knew that you were meant to be a musician?
I was like 5 or 6, and I was listening to a band called Bon Jovi. It's like an early hair band, old rock. And a Richie Sambora caught my eye, and I was playing guitar. And I got a fake guitar playing Guitar Hero and all that. And that just made me want to play guitar, and I knew from there out, if they can cope with what they're going through, if they can cope with the breakup, they can, you can do anything. And my dad introduced me to Tupac, Biggie, Nas, all of them. And hip hop kind of just changed my life because they really told you about how the streets were, how everything was. And I grew up in Edgewood, but I was always in Wilkinsburg, and I was always in just not good places. So I started freestyling on the streets, trying to do what they did. Whenever I tried to do what they did, I was getting somewhat good feedback, and then I was also getting that bad feedback because I was white. So I went home and I searched on YouTube white rappers, and Eminem came up. I had no idea who he was. And I was like, if he could do it, I could do it. So I stopped making music for a while, trying to work on my craft. Started making beats, started just studying everything. And my sophomore year, I started rapping again. I was trash. I sucked. I was really bad. But now it's completely different. I was going by, what was my name? It was something whack. It was not good. It was not good at all. Capital Sharp. That was my name. Capital Sharp, and that's from a rap name generator. I think Post Malone is the only one that pulled that off. But yeah, Capital Sharp, that just wasn't it. So then I stopped for another year, and I listened to everything that I made, which was all on GarageBand on an iPad or something, recording from my headphones. So I invested in a mic, got a Mac, got a Logic and all that. And my buddy from high school was producer and everything, and he was like, let's do it, let's take this serious. And we made a couple songs. My first song, Dope Man, really popped it off. And people were like, okay, and we got 500 views.
Ooh, okay.
Off rip. And they were just like, okay, Capital Sharp, Subby now.
Yeah.
Let's see what he could do.
Okay.
So now I'm starting to get a little bit of love.
So what was that? Was that our what, or was that our win? That was our win.
Yeah.
So who, what, when? Where do you see yourself? That can be in the next 6 months. We'd like to keep this as almost a diary. So where do you see yourself?
Short term, I see myself getting more visuals out. I see myself making more content, more back to back, if that makes any sense. I'll be trying to put out as many singles as possible, and then long term, I want to have at least within the next 2 years, let's say 4 solid 10 out of 10 albums out with good streams. And another short term, just getting my streams up, because I'm steady at like 1,000 plays and steady at like decent numbers for a starting artist. But I also want my city to love me, and I don't want me just, you know, popping off in Ohio and New York and people that I've never heard of. Like, I want people from high school saying like, oh, I knew him.
Home base recognition.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's the long term? It's a long term basically to be recognized as your city's one of your city's greatest.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Be up there with Wiz, be up there with Mac. Stretch. Because, you know, Mac's Mac. You know, you can't beat it.
Go wrong
you can't go wrong with Mac.
Genius.
Yeah, swear to God.
And we miss you, bro.
Yeah, swear to God, man. It's crazy. That's wild.
Double-sided question for your last spotlight. Why should people listen to you? Why do you do what you do?
Why should people listen to me? I shouldn't have to think about that, but I am.
Okay.
Why should people listen to me? Because I'm real. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about something that I said I did and I didn't do it. There's no way in hell that white boy did it. But everything that I said in my songs, everything that I've ever portrayed, all the metaphors and everything, it's happened to me. My music is a diary. My music is a biography. And if you want to step into my world, I promise you it'll confuse you, flip you upside down. Yeah, it's just real. I feel like a lot of people can relate to what I've been through, and white, black, brown, green, whatever, it shouldn't matter. It's like, you'll know when you hear it. Like, you just gotta tap in. What was the second one?
Why do you do what you do?
Why do I do what I do? Because I want to change somebody's life. I want somebody to hear my song, how they heard Party on 5th Ave, or how they heard Knock Knock, or how they heard like Black and Yellow. I want it to be an anthem. I want somebody to turn it on and be like, yo, turn it all the way up. Like that Subby. You gotta know. Like, you just, because I got that feeling from Bon Jovi. I got that feeling from Mac, from Wiz, from Wapo, from Pop, from all of that. And it changed my life, and I just want to give somebody goosebumps to the point where they're like, I'm a fan. And later down the road when I die, hopefully it's not soon, I want them to remember me and have that music be an emblem of their life as well. I think that's a good way to put it.
I think that's a perfect way to put it. As we close, something we like to do at the end of every episode is have you look directly into this camera and speak to the future Subby. Tell yourself something. What do you want to say to you, your future?
Subby, don't fuck up. Keep your head on straight. Ride the wave. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Don't listen to the haters. The critics are they're gonna try to get to you, and just keep making content. And keep your family close. Keep your enemies closer.